I thank you, Holy Spirit, for what you will do here as you fill my mouth with the words that I need of truth. And may this message be guidance, peace, encouragement, whatever it may be for the person that's on the other side of the screen and what they can use this message for. There is a cost to following Jesus. And the biggest cost is dying to your old self, letting go of old habits and old things and old people to be his true disciple. And he tells us best here. It says, now great crowds were following and traveling with him. And he turned to them and said, if anyone comes to me and does not hate his own father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. That's eye-opening, because a part of the old life has that in it, right? Your family, your desires, the things that you were doing that were earthly are part of your own self. So you have to die to your own self to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. And I know that is a fact, because everything of who I used to be, when I committed to follow Jesus Christ, everything from my music I listen to who I allow to be in my life, to the activities I do, to just everything about who I am now and who I used to be. I had to let everything about who Anna used to be die. I could not take, and I did not want to take any of that with me into the person that I truly am meant to be and who he's created me to be and who I will be. I couldn't take anything from my past with me. And the main reason why don't we want to take what is part of our past? Because part of your past is who you were as an earthly being, as a person that was part of the world. And why would you want to bring that with you into your kingdom divine mission? Because you have to have a boundary. If you don't have a boundary, those earthly things will be distractions. And if you bring them with you into where you're on this journey with the Lord, those distractions are going to not allow you to be the person that you need to be. And unfortunately, those things that are in your past can be your family. Okay. And he tells us that we have to be able to hate these things in order for us to hold up our cross and be his disciple. He tells us whoever does not bear his own cross and come after me cannot be his disciple. So what does that say? That means that you as an individual have to do what you need to do, what is right, in order for you to go on your mission with the Lord, to bear your own cross. Not everything and everyone from your past can come with you. There was a nice opening situation yesterday that I had that allows me to realize the importance of this. Yesterday I had a day that was full of fun, and shockingly, I ended up seeing my sister, and we ended up going to go-karting with each other. I had great fun doing some things and being around some situations from my past. And thankfully, I know who I am, and I'm so far away and separated from who I used to be and who I am now. And I came home to realize that, too much of that coming into my median of who I am is a distraction. And if you don't have a boundary, and if you don't have your veil and your discernment, too much of that you're trying to bring over here will distract you. And as I was in this experience yesterday, I came home and I had to pray over it, because as much as I would love to have more of that and more of that fun, a little bit of harmless fun is okay. But when you go to the extreme and you're being around people who are extremely worldly and earthly, and you're doing earthly things, trying to have more of that will become a distraction. And if I allow more of that in my life, it will completely distract me of my divine mission and of who I'm becoming with the Lord. And that is not okay for my spirit. And I felt it. So this is why it's important, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey, you have to die to your old ways and know that you cannot bring everything and everyone with you into your old self. And how do you know who can come with you? The Lord will let you know, because you need to tell him, please divide me and separate me and set me apart for what I need to be and who I need to become for you. And he will literally remove people and things from your old self away from you, the things that you don't need to take with you. And if he's doing that, don't manipulate it and try to bring that with you into your new person. And I definitely don't want to manipulate his plan for me, as great and amazing as that was, because I have not seen my sister in a really long time. I have not had that kind of earthly fun in a really long time. And I realized why, because it can become such a distraction so fast. And I don't want that for my life. And I want to be a true disciple of Jesus. And part of what I did yesterday is a part of who I used to be. And like I said, it's okay to do some of that, but too much of it. And maybe right now you're still doing too much of who you used to be, even as you're trying to follow Jesus. It's distracting you right now. And you have to allow that old self to die. You truly have to. Like I said, from the music you're listening to, from the things you are used to do, from the people you used to be around, like everything of who I used to be died. I'm no longer connected to not much of from my past to who I am now. And I'm okay with that, because who I am now and what I am doing now, I have purpose, I have peace, I have a joy that I cannot understand. I am able to now live in this life away from my past, that I can use the experiences from my past to be able to share with people and realize that that old person is truly not who you are. The Lord has so much something greater for you over in your new life, and you want to chase after him, because when you chase after him is where your new life is. And don't you want that from yourself? But to have that, you truly have to let go of the old ways. You truly have to let go of the old ways. And my eyes open to that, and I'm happy that I had that experience yesterday. Because if the people that you are being around from your past aren't building you up in your relationship with Christ, it's not for you. If they're not for Christ, it's not for you. Okay? Because if you're being a disciple of his, you have to do things that are of him and for him. And that example yesterday just really opened my eyes. Like, as fun as it was not of Jesus, and it was not for him. And I know that because simply I said, hey, come to church with me. And she had expressed, I practice and do spirits in my own way. Well, that way is not for me. I love you. I'm going to pray for you. But I am a disciple only of Jesus Christ. And so if you do not discern situations like this, like I just did, I know what my mission is and who I am, and I have a boundary line from who I am in my new life to who I was in my old life. And if you don't have that separation, there is going to be a lot of confusion and a lot of distraction from who you're really meant to be. And just think about it. Look at your life right now. Just truly sit back and be like, am I really still connected with a lot of my old things in my old life? Well, that's why I can't move on to my new life. So my brothers and sisters, just know that Jesus tells us, let anyone who has ears to hear listen. To be his disciple, there's a cost of following him. And one of the greatest costs is dying to your old self, your old ways, and your old emotions and feeling. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. May peace be with you.